India may have started a little late, but I want to assure all of you, we will finish first by rolling out 5G services across the length and breadth of India.
2023 मार्च तक काफ़ी शहरों में और 2024 मार्च तक सारे देश में 5G का फैलाव करेंगे.
We will soon begin the 5G rollout journey. We will leverage our strong presence in rural India.
आज दुनिया भर में भारत में विकसित 5G टेक्नोलॉजी की चर्चा है और बहुत अच्छी संभावना है कि आगामी वर्षों में भारत एक टेलीकॉम टेक्नोलॉजी के लीडर के रूप में इमर्ज होगा.
1 अक्टूबर 2022 ये तारीख इतिहास में दर्ज होने वाली है. आज 130 करोड़ भारतवासियों को 5G के तौर पर एक शानदार उपहार मिल रहा है.
Hello and welcome. You're watching our special broadcast on India's 5G rollout. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched 5G services in India at the India Mobile World Congress in New Delhi. So, what's the rollout plan? Well, Jio has promised 5G services across India by December 2023. Bharti Airtel's Mittal has vowed to provide 5G services in the country by March 2024, while Vodafone Idea said it would begin its 5G journey soon, but does not have a timeline for that just yet. Here is the Prime Minister and the Telecom Minister at the 5G launch event.
5G को लेकर भारत के प्रयासों का एक और संदेश है. नया भारत टेक्नोलॉजी का सिर्फ कंज्यूमर बनकर नहीं रहेगा, बल्कि भारत उस टेक्नोलॉजी के विकास में, उसके इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में बहुत बड़ी एक्टिव भूमिका निभाएगा. भारत आज दुनिया के उन देशों में है जहां डेटा इतना सस्ता है. पहले 1 GB डेटा की कीमत जहां 300 रुपये के करीब होती थी, वहीं आज 1 GB डेटा का खर्च केवल 10 रुपये तक आ गया है.
देश में 5G सर्विसेज कई सेक्टर्स में फंडामेंटल चेंज आएगा. एजुकेशन, हेल्थ, एग्रीकल्चर, लॉजिस्टिक्स, बैंकिंग, ये ऐसे सेक्टर हैं जिसमें एक मूलभूत परिवर्तन आएगा. नई संभावनाएं उत्पन्न होगी. डिजिटल कैपेबिलिटीज को सेंटर में रख के उसके चारों तरफ नई सर्विसेज क्रिएट होंगी.
Even as we welcome 5G in India, the question that we're asking right now is, will 5G trigger another leg of consolidation for the Indian telecom sector? By consolidation, we mean market share gains for Bharti Airtel and Jio and a loss in revenue market share for Vodafone Idea. Well, today, Reliance Jio has reiterated that it will roll out 5G services in key cities by Diwali, and it's aiming to have a pan-India presence by December 2023. Bharti Airtel too reiterated that it's aiming to have a complete 5G coverage by March 2024. But there is no concrete timeline from Vodafone Idea just yet on the 5G rollout. At the launch event, Kumar Mangalam Birla said that their 5G journey will soon begin. But as I said, no specific timeline has been mentioned. So why this uncertainty? Well, one of the reasons could be the long pending conversion of their AGR dues into government stake or equity. This has been pending since January of this year, and only once there is clarity on the government stake conversion will the company be able to raise external funding from investors, which will give Vodafone Idea money to fund its 5G rollout plans. Speaking at the event, Kumar Mangalam Birla said that the company would roll out 5G very soon, but again, not specified a specific timeline. So what's the risk of a delayed Vodafone Idea 5G launch versus peers? The risk is there is a flight of their 4G customers who may wish to move to competitors to get the benefit of 5G's faster speed and lower latency. Vodafone Idea has nearly 20 million postpaid subscribers and 119 million 4G data subscribers, and Vodafone Idea stands the risk of losing some of these very premium subscribers, and this could drive a further market share loss. In fact, Vodafone Idea has been consistently losing market share. In FY18, its market share was 38%. It's dwindled down to 18%, while the combined market share of Airtel and Jio has now risen to nearly 75%. With Vodafone Idea's lower capex spend versus peers, its inability or a delayed 5G launch, the worry is that its market share loss would continue, which will drive another leg of consolidation. But as I wrap this up, I quickly want to highlight what is needed to drive 5G's adoption in India. One is smartphone availability and pricing. Well, recently what we picked up is that India has only 9% of its existing smartphones which are 5G compatible and 30% of the phone shipments which support 5G. These two numbers need to improve. Also, the price of a 5G smartphone is fairly prohibitive. The 5G smartphone is roughly priced at about $350, while the price of an average phone could be close to about $200. The affordability of 5G handsets is directly linked to 5G adoption, and in that context, all eyes will be on the Reliance Jio 5G smartphone pricing. The second thing the street's going to be watching out very closely is 5G pricing. The industry pricing has been on an upswing. We've seen 2 rounds of a 20% price hike in the last 2 years, but ARPUs today, despite this price hike, are still lower than what they were in FY16 before Jio's launch. The question is, can the faster speed of 5G drive a faster rise in ARPU? That's something we will be watching out very closely. But getting back to the big event today, here are highlights from the telecom honchos at the 5G launch event.
As an industry, we will ensure that we have the highest quality and the most affordable rates that anyone else has in the world. Today, I want to reiterate Jio's commitment to deliver 5G to every town, every taluka, and every tehsil of our district by December of 2023.
मैं आपको यकीन दिलाना चाहता हूं कि भारती के सब लोग और एयरटेल के सब लोग पूरे जोर से, पूरी अपना हिम्मत से 5G को देश में फैलाएंगे और 2023 मार्च तक काफ़ी शहरों में और 2024 मार्च तक सारे देश में 5G का फैलाव करेंगे। और आज जब आप लॉन्च करेंगे इस 5G को, तो 8 शहरों में आज 5G एयरटेल की तरफ से उपलब्ध होगा। दिल्ली, वाराणसी, मुंबई, बेंगलोर और कई शहरों में।
We will soon begin the 5G rollout journey. We will leverage our strong presence in rural India, our enterprise customers, our technology partners, and the global experience of the Vodafone Group for progressively rolling out our 5G networks and services in the coming period. Today, we are greatly honored that our beloved Prime Minister will soon launch the VI 5G use case demonstration.
My colleague Ashwin Kumar now joins us from Pragati Maidan with the key highlights.
Well, it's interesting. We had the Prime Minister speak to the audience here just a short while back. What's interesting is that he's laid out 4 mantras going forward. What has been, in fact, the mantras guiding the government's efforts so far and will continue to do so in the future. He pointed out the 4 mantras being the device prices, device affordability, digital connectivity, data pricing, that's data affordability, and finally digital first thinking. He essentially has said that these are various aspects which have in the past, the efforts that were made have yielded results. So he made references to the low pricing of data. He spoke about affordability of various devices, and he spoke about these challenges that were in fact facing the telecom sector and how they've been largely addressed. And in fact, this is something that was echoed even by the telecom minister, who said that there is a turnaround being seen in the telecom space. It's being seen as a sunrise space. The big question, of course, now remains is that the spectrum that was picked up very recently, 1.5 lakh crore rupees, those were the revenue expected receipts for the government. How will it now begin to roll out? Now, it's interesting, when Sunil Bharti Mittal was speaking, he pointed out that as of today, 5G services will be made available in 8 urban centers, including the likes of Delhi, Mumbai, Varanasi, Bangalore. Jio, meanwhile, has set for itself a very aggressive target of December 2023. Mukesh Ambani very clearly spelling out that every tehsil will be covered by December 2023. Airtel has it set for itself a target of March 2024. VI, meanwhile, has not clarified, but they have said that the rollout is likely to begin soon. So again, it will be a challenging conversation going forward. In our previous conversations, we spoke to the telecom minister. He said that the capex that the telcos could be looking at in terms of rolling out 5G over the next 18 to 24 months would be somewhere in the vicinity of 2 lakh crore rupees. So we're talking large numbers here. Today, of course, is just the very first step being taken here. Rollout being seen, we saw use cases, but this journey is only likely to strengthen from here at least. That's the claim made by the telecom minister and then subsequently backed by the Prime Minister himself. Back to you.
Ashwin, thank you very much for that. Time for a short break. When we return, we'll speak to telecom experts on India's 5G launch, the opportunities and the challenges.